What is up, guys? So, it's that time of the month.
Oh, baby. Yeah, that's it. Play for me. Just play around. Roll around. Lift those legs up. You are a hairy little thing, aren't you?
Actually, it's past that time of the month. Usually I try to do this at the end of the month that I'm doing the pickups on, but I've been so busy with everything going on, quarantine, everything like that. So we're going to do the pickup video for last month right now. So this is the pickup video for, what month is it again? May? Already? Dang, man. So this is the pickup video for April. As you can see with my quarantine hair sprouting through, we're still in quarantine. So here's what it is. This month actually wasn't bad for pickups. There's a couple there's one particular and shout out that I'm gonna have to give. Excuse me for my cough. It's not the COVID, don't worry. Physical Media Man. I've been a subscriber of his for a while now, and I also am friends with him on Instagram. He reached out to me and asked, hey, I got a bunch of these games. Are there any that you're interested in? So he sent me a picture, and there was a couple right off the back that I was really drawn to. First off, it was a Dreamcast game. Now, I don't have very many Dreamcast games because I bought it on a limb because I never had one. So I really haven't played it much. And as a lot of people know, Dreamcast games are actually pretty expensive. So when I saw this pop up, I had to get it. Once again, I will pop up his link to his YouTube channel in the description below. But yeah, man, this is great quality. It's great condition. It's complete and everything. It's got all four discs? Well, it's got 4 discs in here. It's got the Shenmue, Passport, everything, the 3 other discs, complete and beautiful. Not only did I get this, but he also hooked me up with some GameCube games that I didn't have. I've been talking about it off and on for a while now. That I've been wanting to actually sit down and play the Prince of Persia games. Growing up, I had a couple buddies that were really into games, but I kind of watched them play it at the time, and I was like, yeah, that's not my style. When I was younger, I was all about RPGs and stuff like that. But as I'm getting older, I really don't have the time for playing RPGs all the time. Unless it's a short one like the one I just completed, which is Parasite Eve. Shameless little plug. Go ahead and check out my live streams that I did beating that game. But I basically got he hooked me up with the Prince of Persia trilogy on GameCube, which a lot of you know now that I've been playing a lot of GameCube lately. And in fact, one of these other games I will be showing you will most likely be my video. It'll be what I'm going to be playing this month. So we have, just the original Prince of Persia, The Warrior Within, and then Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. So that was from Physical Media Man. Once again, check out the description below. I will give you a link to his channel. Great guy. He gets a bunch of stuff, bunch of cool stuff. He does movies, everything. What really drawn me to him one time when I was watching his video was that he had an N64 box in the background, which, me being me, was like, yeah, that's awesome. So, besides that, I also picked up this month BioShock Infinite. I already had another copy of it, but I got it again, and then because it was cheap enough, and it came, I don't remember exactly where I got it. I think it was Goodwill or something. But if you notice here that the cover art is different, it's actually because of one of Metal Jesus Rock's videos. I've seen that a lot. He had a list of games you wouldn't even think of that had cover arts that were different, because as you can see on the inside, there's the original cover art. So all you had to do is basically pull it off from the bottom and flip it around. So I wanted to really show that. Otherwise, this game's probably just going to go sit on the shelf because I already beat the game. And I have it digitally, I have it all, and it runs. But I just really want to show that because it's really cool. I actually enjoy this cover art a lot more. So we're still going to go over GameCube games a little bit. Should just say one, really. But so I'm Sprooch GH, another one of the great YouTubers on here. Put a post on Instagram saying that he had a bunch of games and if anyone was interested, pick them up. And right off the bat, I saw Metroid Prime, which I missed when I was younger because I didn't have a GameCube. and at the time when it was a first-person shooter, I was just not really into it. So I'm gonna be playing this most likely, streaming it off and on this month. So we'll go ahead and check that game out. I'm really interested in it. I don't think it's a very long game, but I don't know for sure. I will check into that. But yeah, we'll most likely be streaming this, so stay tuned for that. And just kind of break things up then. I know that some of you guys probably already noticed this, but this was a pickup last month too. My Russ Lyman shirt. Just another big shout out to another YouTuber out there, Russ Lyman. He's got great videos, everything retro. He does a bunch of sweet do-it-yourself videos. Anything from, he makes awesome custom controllers, Nintendo systems. One of my favorite ones I've seen is his Metroid one that he did for an NES. It was really freaking cool. He also did a really awesome custom Mega Man controller for the NES. It was awesome. He does a bunch of cool stuff. You guys got to check him out. Great guy, very positive, very energetic, really cool guy. So go ahead and check out Russ Lyman. But this shirt was a pickup this last month too. We will switch it up a notch too. So let's see. We'll just go through a couple 360 games. But this was just, I think this was just another Goodwill grab. Or, yep, this is Goodwill. So I always pick up Call of Duty games whenever I see them because sometimes friends and people want them. But I got that game. Borderlands, great game. Sniper, never played it. Might someday. And then, I think this one might actually be valued at a little bit of money. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But The Walking Dead, Survival Instincts. So I just picked up those quick. Nothing special there. Let's jump into. So we got. We'll just go with 360. But so I've been working on getting the Devil May Cry game. So I picked up Devil May Cry 4. And then I also was able to get Devil May Cry 2. This was actually a $5 free shipping grab of Macari, which was awesome. Great condition. The discs look great and stuff like that. Only problem I had was he didn't ship it very good, so this little piece got broken off. But I was nice about it. I messaged him and said, hey, I know I got it for a great price. I said, but man, you need to watch how you ship these things because you might get some kind of a-hole that's going to request a refund, and it's not even going to be worth the time and effort for $5, so they would have just got a free game. So I warned them about that. Kind of another cool little Macari grab. I've been kind of getting into Tiger Electronics stuff. As a kid, I didn't have, we didn't have much money, so a lot of times you would get random little things like this, but I never had this one. This is the Simon's Quest electronic one from Tiger Electronics. Actually, in the mail right now, I had the Tiger Electronics R-Zone coming, so that's pretty cool. I can't wait to check that out. Probably won't play it much because it'll probably burn my retinas or something, but that's pretty cool. Otherwise, NES-wise, picked up a couple ones I've been wanting to for a while. We got Donkey Kong Classics. This one has Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. on it. Finally picked up this. I don't have the gold cart yet. Just The Legend of Zelda. I don't think I've actually ever owned the first one. So this was really cool grab. Just another random one, Arch Rivals. Got that for a couple bucks at Macari. Looks like it's kind of pre-NBA Jam era arcade shooter. And then just Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This puts me at about, I think, 115 NES games now, so that's awesome. Besides what I have here now, we also picked up 3 consoles last month, which was a lot more than normal. The first one I'm going to show you is obviously just the PlayStation 1 Mini. I'm planning on hopefully modding this so I can play some of the more expensive PlayStation games that I can't afford to own right now. Just kind of some of the classics, like I never got to ever play Lunar Silver Story or something like that, some RPGs like that, even though I just talked about not being able to have enough time to play RPGs. I still love RPGs, so I'd like to dive into that. A lot of people give this thing crap, saying it was really not worth the money, but I picked this up from a nice guy on Macari. He wanted $20 for it, and I asked for $15, and he said, yeah, you know what, It didn't have the power cord, so he says since it doesn't have the power cord, I'll give it to you for $15. Good part about this is I got, obviously I've got some of the mini. I already got the mini consoles, and they had the same power adapter and stuff for this, so I already had a couple, so it was no big deal. You can see behind me, and I've had 2 videos about this month, but I did pick up the Odyssey last month, right there. So there's the box for it. I have it sitting over there. We tested it last night and a couple days ago, and it works. So that is freaking awesome. 1979, about a 40-year-old, 41 years old, and it's still fired right up, no problems whatsoever. I think lastly, guys, so got one of my heavy hitters last month. It was like last of April, beginning of May, so I'll just say it as last month. But I finally got a Sega Master System. Now, a lot of you guys have been watching my streams lately and talking to me in general know that I've been trying to get a hold of all the Sega consoles. Now, growing up, everybody had Super Nintendos. I was the Sega kid. But I did not know about the Master System actually until a few years ago. So that's why I had to snag this baby up. Now, the only game I have with it right now is Ghostbusters, which is about as bad as the first NES game. So I found a guy on one of the Facebook groups I'm in, and he actually had Altered Beast, which I've never played before either, on the Genesis or the Master System. But he had that one, and he gave me a pretty good price. I think it was $15 shipping for it complete. So I'll be having Altered Beast coming pretty soon so I can play this. The only bad part about this was I bought this system with no controllers, no nothing, untested, but I only paid like $60 for it. So I found out a lot of the Sega Genesis 1 stuff works for it, Model 1, so like the power and stuff like that. So originally when I put this thing on though, it did not work. And I thought I got gypped on an untested system, but it just turned out that I was using my NES AC adapter, which you can use, I think, for the Genesis 1. It's not recommended because you might fry it. So I did take the cover off, and I have a third-party AC adapter that goes for the Genesis 1 that I use on my Genesis 1, but I could not fit it through the slot in the back. So I actually found that, took the cover off, put that in, and we got it going. So that is awesome. But yeah, I'm looking for some controllers for it. You can use the Genesis controllers, and you can only use 2 of the buttons and everything, so that works too. So I got all that stuff going, and then here and there I'm probably going to pick up more stuff for it. I actually looked it up. The controllers alone are actually about $20, which is kind of crazy to think about, but looking for OEM parts for it and everything like that. When I originally got the thing through the mail, I was worried because I heard a rattling noise inside of it, so I thought a capacitor or something had fallen off, and that's why it wasn't coming up good on the screen. Just turned out that this thing's just that old. Pieces of plastic were coming off of it. I think if we actually look right here, you can see that this big piece of plastic is missing right here. So that was probably, a chunk of that was probably rattling around inside of it. And it is what it is. I'm just happy to have one. I'll get it all nice and cleaned up, get it with the rest of my Sega stuff, and now all I got left to get is I have a Sprooch. Actually, Sprooch GH actually has a Sega CD on the way for me, so I will have a Sega CD. Then all I need is the 32X and the Pico system, which not very many people know about. It's nothing too crazy cool to have or anything like that. I'm just gonna have it to collect and to complete the home consoles for the Sega. And then if I want to be technical, I do still need the Model 3 Sega Genesis. But if I want to get that technical too, then I'm going to have to get the Model 1 Sega CD and stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe down the road and everything like that. But right now, I just want to work on getting a standard from each one of the Sega thing. I might want to try to get the Nomad later and everything like that. But I'm not really into handheld gaming, so this will be where I'm at for that. So if I get one for a good price, I get one for a good price. So well, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. The quarantine's been kind of affecting pickups lately. I was able to get. I don't think these were Goodwills. I think this was from a friend. I can't remember exactly. It feels like it's This quarantine's been messing with my head. It feels like it's been forever ago since that's happened. But I was able to cross off some good ones on my NES collection. Get a couple of those. I've been really watching out for these a little bit more. I have been actually selling a lot lately. That was one reason I was able to actually help forward a Sega CD, where I sold off a lot of stuff I don't need. I am currently selling some other stuff. My birthday's coming up pretty soon too, so I got some birthday money from my wife. She gave me $100 to just go blow on some games, so that was always awesome. Thank you, beautiful wife. And yeah, guys, we've been doing a bunch of hot videos with spicy foods. That's been getting good responses. I'm glad you guys are enjoying those videos. Trying to find something to stand out from the crowd, because a lot of, nothing against anybody else's channels or anything like that, but sometimes if you want to get noticed, you got to do something different. And I've actually been having a hell of a time, and hell of a time in a good way, doing these spicy videos. I've been having my buddy Darnus come over a lot. We've been doing videos together, collaborating with him, and hoping in the future to collaborate with more of my buddies on here. Bountoes Overload, War Train Wins, Chill Scissors, Fit to Play Games, 3 exclamation points, and just Kamikaze Ikun, Steve Craig Retro Games. Just go down into the description below. I will have all these people's links to their channels so you guys can check them out. Very similar stuff. I know like NES Addict and stuff's really been liking the videos. With the hot stuff, because him and me are both LA Beast fans, so that's awesome. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the support to keep doing these videos. I'm excited. I've been working on the game room a lot more. We're getting more shelving put in. We're trying to organize it, trying to make it look a little bit better, because it's just kind of been, I've been picking up stuff and just not been, I think I've just been gaming too much and just not organizing and stuff. It's just all over the place. So I'm going to work on that. I was wanting to do once a month game room vlog. So that's under works right now too. So hopefully we'll get a nice cool before and after, and you guys will see the changes I made to the game room. So as always, guys, stay retro. Thank you for watching, and just have yourself a great day.